What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Electric Talks. Hopefully you guys are having a great day whenever you guys are seeing this. I'm out on a little nature walk / run. So in the last video you guys saw on this channel, I showed you guys my blood work, showed you guys a bit more of a look into my health, and let you guys know what happened or what's been going on or what had been going on for the first part of 2021. And then moving forward from that, what you guys are gonna see this week's video, I've got the toughest training session that I'm ever gonna be attempting to do ever, because if you guys don't know, I'm prepping for this Ironman sometime this year. So this week I'm gonna be doing an 80-mile bike ride and an 18-mile run, and it's gonna be the hardest session I've ever attempted to do in one day. So it's either gonna go really well or really terrible. I've also got some other things planned as well for this video. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. All right, everybody. So over the past few weeks, there's been some rain happening in San Diego, believe it or not, and I've had to resort to using my bike trainer, and I've had the same bike trainer for the past like almost a year and a half now, and it's been pretty subpar, I'm not gonna lie. And if you guys don't know what a bike trainer is, it's essentially a stationary device that allows you to ride indoors, which is awesome if it works. Previously using the Kinetic Rock and Roll, and I'm really excited to let you guys know that the good people over at Wahoo, if you guys remember me reviewing the Wahoo Rival in one of my last videos, they went ahead and sent me out a Wahoo Kickr. If you guys don't know what the Wahoo Kickr is, it is a stationary device that lets you ride your bike indoors, but it's also a smart trainer. So essentially your bike will be able to hook up to this and you can ride indoors. It will measure your power output, your cadence, all the other fun stuff. And you can also use it with Zwift, which essentially is a video game for cyclists and also runners too. So I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna pop this box open and check out the Wahoo Kickr. We have it, everybody. This is the Wahoo Kickr. I'm so stoked to use this. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link to Wahoo's website down below. Also a link to the Kickr if you guys wanna know or read more about it. Time to set this bad boy up and ride inside. All right, you guys, well, my first official Zwift session on my Wahoo Kickr is officially complete. Pretty easy session for me. It was about 26.4 miles. I'm really not sure what my average power was, but honestly, everyone, this trainer blows every trainer I've used ever out of the water. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below in the description. You guys can go check out Wahoo and all their products as well. Whew, I'm hungry. All right, everybody, so tonight on Erik vs. Kitchen, I'm gonna be showing you guys what I've been making a lot of lately, and it's been delicious. If you guys love granola, definitely give this a shot, because I've been making this a lot lately. And I still love cereal, but I don't think I'll ever go back to like eating as much cereal as I used to eat, because this is pretty much the replacement. So all you guys are really gonna need: oats, some dried fruit. I love raisins, so I use raisins, and you need something to sweeten it with. So we're gonna do some maple syrup, and you need something to bind everything together, so why not go ahead and use some butter. You guys can add nuts. I'm not a huge fan of nuts. I love mine, but that's about it. Got him! But yeah, so I'm gonna make some granola and give you guys a little taste test. So this goes in the oven at 300 degrees for about 40 minutes, and then you can enjoy. And we have granola. And we have granola. So you guys can see we got some clumpiness. That's good. And ladies and gentlemen, you've got granola. Alright you guys, so as you can probably hear, it's very, very windy right now. I'm riding into like 10-mile-an-hour headwinds right now. My goal for the bike ride was to average 22 miles an hour, and I'm at like 21.8 right now. But I'm gonna continue to fight this headwind, and we'll see what happens. Let's get back to it. .1 miles, under 4 hours. Now it's time to start the run. So the goal is 18 miles at around 2.5 hours. We'll see how this goes. Bottoms up. Oh, that's nasty. Let's get back to it. .1 miles, 2 hours, 27 minutes, 8 minutes and 9 seconds per mile. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I just did that. I'm pretty much in zone free for most of that. I'm gonna be sleeping good tonight. Oh. So I ended up getting a lot of comments on the video that I posted on this channel last, and I really just want to say I appreciate everyone that went in and watched it and took time to listen. I did miss out on a few things that I wanted to clarify a little bit on. First of all, I sat down and I recorded the video, and I remember I felt like there were some things that I left out of that video, and I just wanted to let you guys know a few things just to kind of clarify. I should just let you guys know now that I'm good, I'm okay, definitely good. I think a lot of people saw the thumbnail and the title and they're like, oh my gosh, what's going on with Eric? I'm actually really good. If you guys are following me on my Strava, if you guys are following me on my Instagram or whatever it is, you guys know I'm good. Yeah, so I really wanted to clarify that first. I briefly touched upon this in the video, but whenever you talk about health related things, especially in my niche on YouTube where, you know, it's food and exercise involved, there's a lot of different people that watch these videos, and I think a lot of people watched that video and felt like they needed to chime in on what they're going through, and that's fantastic, and I'm really glad that my video seemed to help a lot of people. But I do want to let you guys know that it's super important to always remember that everybody's so different as far as what's going on with their own health. So my whole point with that video was to just let everybody know that that's what was going on with me, and that doesn't necessarily mean that just because you feel a certain way that I feel that the same thing is happening to you. Getting a little bit more specific, I talked about in that video, in a nutshell, I trained so hard in December, and I had a really just rough time adjusting to 2021, and the first week of 2021 was really, really hard on me. I got a lot of fatigue, lethargy. I wasn't sleeping, but when I started to notice my cognitive decline, I stopped remembering things. My motivation just wasn't there anymore. It like literally was not there anymore. I felt like there was an issue, like that like how I was feeling was not who I know I am. And when you guys, I shouldn't say when you guys, and when I feel that way, I know that something's going on, you know, and I've been through periods of time where I've trained really, really hard, and my physical and psychological well-being have definitely declined, but they always return. But when they don't return after I've given myself rest, enough sleep, and all of these different things. Like when I know I'm sleeping enough, especially, and I'm getting really good sleep and I still wake up and I still feel like I have not slept at all, even after 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep, and that goes on for a week straight, I know something's going on. You know, like that's within me. I just know that. And that was what was happening. So long story short, that's what was going on. And I'm really glad that I figured out that I trained so hard that I had what I've nailed down to, or what I feel like what was going on is sports anemia. So that's in a nutshell. If you guys want to know what that is, check it out on Google. It's just, it happens, it's common. But now that I figured out that that's what was going on, I can move forward. I feel a lot better, like a lot better, actually better than how I felt before. I essentially did some things that caused that to happen, which was training really, really hard and not supplementing enough like I should have been. The iron supplement I was taking, I stopped taking. I was just so in the mode of training that I didn't think about all the external factors that go into this that give me the ability to be able to do all of that, which is sleep, nutrition, supplements, all those things, which should be a pretty, supplements aren't really like, you don't need supplements, but all those things really matter when you do what I do. On top of that as well, I consume a lot of calcium. Calcium is not good when you're iron deficient. It impairs your absorption of iron. So a lot of people picked up on that, but I didn't really clarify that specifically in the video. And a lot of people were like, okay, well, you talked about your high calcium intake. What does it have to do with iron? So I just wanted to clarify all of that for you guys. As I was expecting, a lot of people were like, oh yeah, it's because of, I think one person actually said it was because I ate a lot of animal products or something like that. I don't know. There's elitists everywhere. So, but at the end of the day, folks, I love having this channel, and this channel is like so good for me to connect with more of you guys and just show you more of my life. And I love this channel because like I can do whatever I want. I can show you guys whatever I want to show you. To a certain extent, it's just really cool that I have this channel and I've been able to grow this. And it's not, none of these videos are going to get the views that I get on my other channels, which are centered around food. But and even the videos that I make on this channel are like, I can literally look at my retention graphs for the videos that I post, and the retention sky high at the food parts, but it just at the talking parts. But it doesn't bother me. I do these videos. My point is I do these videos because I enjoy making them, and I'm really just excited for the rest of the year. But I just want to clarify on a few things based on the last video, and we can get on with the rest of the video. Alrighty, folks. So as you guys can see, the trainer has obviously been. It looks like I have a lightsaber in my corner. It's pretty cool. But the trainer has been awesome so far. You guys saw the first ride on the trainer, and since then I've gotten about 3 or 4 rides on it. Today what I'm going to be doing is something that a lot of cyclists that follow this channel will know very, very well and probably hate. I'm going to be doing an FTP test on Zwift. What an FTP test does essentially is measure your strength and your ability to hold a certain wattage. As a cyclist, it's very important to know. It helps you with your training. It helps you establish a good training plan. It helps you establish a base, and it helps you get stronger. And so I'm gonna be doing that today. The last time I did an FTP test was, I believe it was back in 2016, and it sucks a lot, because essentially what you have to do is hold a certain wattage, hold a certain power output for a particular amount of time, and in this instance it's going to be for about 20 minutes. So let's get into it. So this test starts off with a warm-up of about a few minutes, and then we get into the actual FTP test. All right, you guys, so I made it through the warm-up. This is gonna be nuts. The real issue with these tests is that you gotta be rested and you gotta be ready, because they are seriously no joke. All right, so the test begins in 20 seconds. We're warmed up. Let's do it. I don't know, the camera battery's about to die. All right, so we're over halfway. It's not necessarily my cardio. It's what I love, is I have a lot of fatigue and I'm for some reason. About 3 minutes left. This is where you dig deep. This is where you execute. Apparently it says my FTP is 263. Said I average 277 watts for the 20 minute test. Whatever. It is what it is. At least I have a baseline. And I wish I was a little bit more rested, but what it is. I'm going to be attempting to make filet mignon at home for the first time. This is either gonna go really, really well, or it's gonna really go not so well. I'm also gonna have some delicious sweet potato fries with it, so it's time to start cooking. All right, folks, so as you can see, we have constructed our filet mignon. We got a little bit of butter on top, some rosemary, some sweet potato fries. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Wow, now goodness gracious, that is delicious. Out of all the things I've cooked, that's gotta be one of the best things I've ever cooked. I'll say for this year, because I've cooked a lot of things, but one of the best things. You guys know what else is bomb? Sweet potato fries. I know you guys gotta comment down below. Are you a sweet potato fries person, or are you a regular fries person? I'm definitely team sweet potato fries. Wow. Alrighty, you guys, so I just want to say thanks so much for clicking on this video, for watching this video, for supporting this channel. If you guys like these videos, be sure to give the video a like and let me know down below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys have not subscribed already. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next Electric Talks video.